An interesting thing happened in the run-up to that legalization. Not everybody waited. That business across the street with the red and white mushrooms, they didn't wait, and then they got into some trouble. Kyle Leboshi joins me now because you've covered that a lot. Bring us up to speed on this.
Yeah, you might remember it was called Shroom House, and they were operating right here on West Burnside. It was interesting because people would line up down the street looking to buy magic mushrooms out in the open, they had signs up, a huge billboard advertising as well.
It was wild.
They opened it up in October, were operational for several months, and then in December, police busted the place with a search warrant and essentially shut them down.
And a lot of people wondered why it took so long, but I guess it takes what it takes. What's the latest now?
Yeah, I've been kind of following this case and looking at court records, and one interesting, fairly new development back in March, the city of Portland tried to seize the funds from this place. Not only the cash that they recovered during that raid, but also bank accounts, checking accounts, to the tune of about $30,000 in total through civil forfeiture. That's when police can go in and seize property if it's connected to some kind of crime.
Okay.
After doing so, the judge said, well, hold on a second, let's wait until this criminal matter is wrapped up before you take all that money.
And do these guys face criminal charges?
Right, so in total, 4 people were charged here. The 2 big ones, the owner, Stephen Tachi, and his store manager were charged with 40 felony counts.
4-0.
4-0.
Okay.
Tachi is still awaiting trial. His store manager pled guilty shortly after they were charged as part of a plea deal with prosecutors. Pleaded guilty to 3 charges, the others were dismissed. He's still waiting on sentencing, looks like about 10 days in jail and some probation, things like that. The other 2 workers, who were just folks who worked in the shop, their charges were actually dismissed.
Interesting. So even though you can be open and operating in broad daylight, doesn't mean you're really going to get away with it.
Exactly. And again, we're still waiting on the potential trial for Stephen Tachi, the owner. In the meantime, a judge has allowed him to return to his home in British Columbia so he can care for his infant daughter, and we'll see how this whole thing plays out.
Okay. Great stuff as always. Thanks for the update, Kyle.